Ooh, hello, and welcome, my friends. It's me, Kae Pea. I'm here in my studio, the Moon and the Maker, home of ArtFoamies, and I'm here for ArtFoamies Fun Friday. And it is fun, I admit. Tonight, I'm so excited because we are having an artist spotlight on our friend and sister artist, Karen Jensen. You might know her also as Acme Post, and we're here with her designs. I hope that you all recall from our Mooney pop-up some of her images. We do have those available, and I will be showing them as well. So I want to welcome you all and say hello to all my friends: Evelyn, Krabby Abby, Pam, Ginger, Christina. Yes, me too. Cecilia, welcome. So nice to have you here. Brianna, Stephanie, D. Ray, Catherine, Lydia, Patty, Lynn, nice to see you. Let's see. I have a question a while back on one of your artists. Kevin had a picture he did on his site. I can't seem to find it. Anyone have an idea where I can watch it again? Yeah, if it was on his site, the only thing I can tell you is to go to his Instagram, or you can message him. He's very, very, friendly, and you can message him and maybe ask him, because I can't keep up. Huh. Janice, welcome. Anna Lee, nice to have you here. Ellen is here. Jack, Dana, and furry friends. Wendy, Maxie Moon is here. Renee, welcome. I hope you're feeling better. Kristen, nice to see you. Mary Lynn. Karen is in the house. Karen Jensen. I thought she might be here. Kathy Bernard, nice to have you here. Becky, Lisa, Karina, and Pancake and Lulu. That's everybody I see so far. If you would love to join in the chat, make sure that you're logged into into YouTube, and you can chat with us. I am going to turn this camera around. I wanted to mention it is 83 degrees here today. We're supposed to get terrible storms. In fact, we're battening down the hatches, so to speak, because we're supposed to get really terrible storms. The wind is starting to pick up. I am getting my hair cut in 2 weeks. I'm so happy I did not have to wear a hat. My hair was not as bad as normal. So I'm going to turn the camera around so you don't have to look at that hairdo anymore. And we're going to talk about Karen and her stamps, her ArtFoamies. I have to fix my camera settings here. Sorry about that. Let's see if that's a little bit better. All right, and let me zoom out a little more. There we go. All right. So, oh my gosh, I really don't know where to start. I'm going to share with you first Karen's ArtFoamies, okay, and all of the samples that I have created, and just talk about each image. Of course, they are all listed on the website, and this is an artist spotlight, so her stamps will be up for 1 month. And if you recall back from our Mooney pop-up, Karen did have some images in that as well. I'm going to share those with you first. Hopefully I have them all here. First we have, oh, you know what? I have to turn this on because I get all the, I just make up names as I go along. So I gotta get the website so I make sure that I have the correct names. Because I am certain that I will mess it up. So where do I find ArtFoamies on here? Sorry, I should have already had it up, but did I? No. Okay, ArtFoamies. So also, if you do have any problem finding it, what you're going to do is you're going to go to shop by category, and you can scroll down to, oh no, wait, not scroll down. It's under Artist Spotlight, so it's up towards the top. And there we have it, Karen Jensen's star button. And there is her little star button. Fairly simple, but so useful, okay? As you know, you can use the back side of your ArtFoamies and the front, so you get a double layer. And this is great for all sorts of just fun. You know, it's great as a wheel. It's great as an ornament. And of course, it's always nice to have some different size circles around. So that is her star button. And that is from the original Mooney pop-up. The next one is our texture teeth, which is super fun. I don't know if y'all remember this one, but I just have to stop and say something really quickly about, well, it might not be that quick, but about Karen. One thing I love about Karen is she is very thoughtful. Like, she is such a thoughtful artist, and she has a great sense of humor, and she also really like thinks about designs and the way that you might use them. So this is really fun. I don't know, again, how many of you recall Sarah Matthews has an image similar to this. Okay, it's just plain, it's a little thicker. It's different, but it's shaped this way, and it's called I think something comb, texture comb or something like that. Well, Karen loved that stamp. And so she said, I'd like to design something similar to that, but I want to make it so it has some images on it, okay, where you can use them separately or together, or you can, use it more like a spring. You can open it, you can squeeze it together. And so I just think that that is such a fun and thoughtful image, okay, and so many different ways to kind of use it, because you can use it sort of as a similar image to Sarah's comb by using the back. And you can also use it as you see it this way. Okay, so then you'll get your little, and they're not really squares, they're more just like marks, right? You'll get your marks sort of set like that. But you can also squeeze it together, or again, spread it apart. I don't know if you all saw my demo back, oh gosh, it's been almost a year now. But I cut mine apart so that I could use the little sort of marks separately. Okay, so lots of fun things you can do with this. And that is another reason why I really enjoy Karen's imagery, is because she does think about using them in a variety of ways. Okay, so most all of hers are not like literal imagery. They're more I'm not. No, I'm all tongue-tied. A couple are more literal imagery. However, mostly sort of background and abstract-y. Okay. Let me stop for a second and say welcome to Jody. Nice to have you here. And Bernadette, thanks for coming. Again, that's called Texture Teeth. And all the images should have an approximate size on the website, but I'll go ahead and call out the sizes for you now. The star button is about 2 inches around, and the texture teeth across is about 4 inches. The tallest point is almost 2. But of course, remember, this one is variable. Okay. I personally love this for making little cityscapes and little buildings and things. All right. So super fun. Her third image in the pop-up was was a bunch of buttons. And this is such a cute, cute, cute image. I absolutely love it. Was a favorite in the pop-up and continues to be. It is so whimsical and yet abstract-y too. I want to mention our friend Mary Lynn Kelly. She has a bunny that has a couple buttons on it, and Karen was inspired by those buttons and said, oh, it'd be so fun to make a big background similar to that. So of course we asked Mary Lynn, and she said, oh, I would love it. And so if you happen to have that bunny, it goes amazing with that, but of course is a standalone image. And I'm really excited about this one because I made some really cute samples with it. Anyway, that's called Bunch of Buttons, and it is around 5 inches long by about 2.5 at the widest point. And I am going to bring out her next stamp. Now, these were her 3 from her Mooney pop-up, okay? But she did create one. I know, Pam, I know, I do too. And again, just reminding you that the imagery that was in the Mooney pop-up is also available. So what we did was we invited every artist that was in the Mooney pop-up, we invited them back to do a spotlight and add some more imagery if they wanted to. And many of the artists from the pop-up took us up on the offer. And so we are so excited and honored to be bringing you all of this different imagery and, of course, reintroducing their stamps from the pop-up back in with the spotlight. So again, she has the bunch of buttons, excuse me, star button, which also looks really cute together. Okay. And then you have a texture teeth. And that was from her Mooney pop-up. And now I'm going to go ahead and share with you the images from her spotlight. Okay. So first one up, and I am going to just pull this out because it does go with the, now I can't find my other piece. Oh, here it is. It does go, and I say go with, and I'm using air quotes because of course it doesn't have to, but it is the word amazing. Okay. And here it is. And she did sort of a similar, what's the word? Rhythm. Okay. To her button pattern. So it was made to fit going across with the buttons and to utilize the buttons as a background. So I love it, and I just think it is so adorable. I wish you could see this. I will share a picture later online because I wish that you could see it a little bit better up close. It doesn't quite read on camera the same, but these buttons really kind of show through the lettering, and it's just really a cool effect. So anyway, I am going to share how I did that with you. And I think it is just so darling together. And what a fun word. I mean, we could really use more, what word I'm trying to, there I go with my tongue being tied again. I only have one tongue, not tongues. We could use more happy, I can't think of the word right now. Exclamatory. That's it. Exclamatory words. So amazing, because like who thinks anything's that amazing right now? Karen, that's who. She even has one that, and I should have put it up. I should have asked her if we could put it up. It says this, what does it say, Karen? This life is pretty amazing. And I guess that is one way to look at it, right? So anyway, again, it fits with the buttons. So it's about 4.5 inches across and a little under 2, or right about 2 at the highest point. Okay. So I wanted to share with you the word amazing first because it does go with the buttons. Okay. And then I want to show you a couple samples that I did yesterday in our Patreon, in my Patreon, our community. We did zines. And so I actually took the word amazing and I turned it into amazing. So don't stop just because you're only getting one word. You're actually getting 2 words at least. Okay, so sort of fun and another way to use your amazing word. Also, and this is so fun, I'm just going to share it with you. This is Karen's idea for another one of her, and my favorite stamp of hers. I have to say, I do have favorites sometimes. I can't help it. But, and this was her idea to use this stamp in this way. And I think it is so just cool and clever. And again, in our community, we have been doing ATCs and talking a lot about ATCs. So this is ATC size approximately. But it is all one stamp, and there's that word again, amazing. And I just love, love, love this. Oh my gosh. So this is the actual stamp, and it is called the Ramp Stamp Set. And it is amazing, if I do say so myself. This stamp set is so clever and so just cool and different. Can I just say that? It is very well thought out for lots of reasons. It is just very graphic. And then of course it has the extra part. You can use them separately or together and just all sorts of uses. Again, Karen really seemed to think through being able to utilize these in a lot of different ways. So of course this ramp stamp And this I think of as kind of like Morse code. You can of course use it on its own as a background, or of course make this long strip. If you double it up, you're going to get a full 8 by 10, or almost an 8 by 10 piece of paper. Tramp ramp, no, not tramp ramp, not tramp stamp, a ramp stamp set. I hope we spelled everything right. Linda, you're bad. Anyway, so here's the back of the same card. I just stamped it, folded it, kind of trimmed it up a little bit, and then added a couple other. Do you all remember the 9 spots from that we introduced? Was it last week? These are some of the spots, so they work really well together. And I will, I'm of course going to pull this out. I'll stamp it for you. I have it already stamped a few different ways, but I'm going to go ahead and continue going through. I only pulled this out to show you the amazing word, and then I got carried away. So here I do have it stamped a few different times. Just to share with you. Here's one I made, just a little black and white, so cute, a little postcard size, could be a great Dexy. Here I did stamp it out kind of and doubled it up, and then I stamped, this is her other, what's it called again, curvy corner. This is Karen's curvy corner. This is part of the ramp stamp. This is a set of 2. And then you got curvy corner. But I just want to stamp everything in black and white so you could see that nice graphic. So, it's just when you stamp it like that, it is very eye-catching and bold. So if you cut it apart like I did here, you get some really fun strips and different things you can use for fodder. Okay, and then of course I do also have it stamped because we've been doing all the Dexies, right? So I have it stamped as a large Dexy, and then here I use the wavy strip to make little lines, and I think this would be great. I love this stamp by itself too. I know, this is definitely going to be a set that you're going to want because it's going to do so many different things. You can have it for borders. This will make a great frame. I haven't even done that yet. Okay, so yes, thank you, Wendy. Happy affirmative words. We have a lot with the Art Foamy poetry, but of course not big like handwritten amazing words like that. Anyway, this is a great strip for writing and journaling. Oh my gosh, I just love it. And of course, it's a great topper for your Morse code. So I have it here stamped a couple ways to do as my daily artsy Dexy. I also think this would be just cute folded over or done in this way again as well. But anyway, let me stamp that for you. And I wanted to show you again. I know we did something similar on black paper last time, and this was the black paper I had used, and a lot of people asked me what it was. It is Stonehenge Aqua cold press watercolor paper in black, okay? But if you do not have that, okay, just get yourself a nice or decent piece of mixed media paper, or like a nice sort of mid-weight watercolor paper, something smooth preferably, and you can just black gesso on there and make yourself a nice piece of black paper, okay? I'm going to go ahead and I am going, oh, and you know what, I haven't shared, there's still one more stamp to the collection that I haven't quite gotten to yet, but I'm going to share it with you. It is called Sunshield. I just have one down here. It's a little abstracty, but so cool, right? Look at that. Oh, I just love it. I'm kind of obsessed with this. And I think it could be so cute as like a halo behind, maybe even if you guys do calendar girls, I think this would be really cute behind one of the calendar girls. I also think this would be cute cut out of the center and mounted up. I don't know. I think it's really fun and has lots of different mixed media, applications. But I love the way it turned out on here. And I sort of did it like a little color wheel. We've been doing lots of ATC cards because I don't know if you all know this, but we are having an ATC swap in our group. So that's why I have the little ATC cards, and I did a lot using Karen's stamps, which I'll share those with you in a few, okay? Let's pull this out. I am going to actually use a scrap buddy. Oh, you know what? I need to grab. I'll be right back. I'm sorry. I forgot my scrap buddies. Zandra, welcome. Jody. Oh, Amy, hello. Thank you, Gilberto. Jody says, how long will they be in the pop-up? They will be about 1 month. Yeah, the spotlights will stay for about a month, and we will let you know. We'll tell you when the pop-up's going to end. So, for example, this is your last week to get, let me just make sure I'm saying it right. This is your last week to get, Max, oh, here we go. The last week to get Jenny Maroney and Char DeRune. Okay, so make sure that you go and look in the spotlight and check out all of the ArtFoamies, because this is the last week. Char and Jenny Maroney will come down on Monday. Okay? Carrie Jarman, welcome. Thank you so much, Lydia. Yeah, so fun. All right. I am going to take first my ramp stamp, Morse code. I don't know. It's just a ramp stamp set. And I guess the reason she called that is because it was kind of like shaped like a ramp. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to get my white gesso. I'm going to put a little in my scrap buddy. And I want to load it up pretty well. When I do this, I'm not mashing down. I'm being firm but gentle. I don't want to mash a lot of gesso or paint or whatever down in the recessed areas. Okay, so sometimes I'll kind of pat and sometimes I'll rub. I just want to stay on that top layer. All right. So I just want to let you all know that if you go to my Patreon page, that is, and I will share the link, you can read Karen Jensen's interview and learn a little bit more about her ArtFoamies, about her inspiration, about what stamps she would take to a deserted island, and just go and head on over. And later I will share some more samples over there, pictures of the samples of what was created using her stamps. Okay, I want to let you all know Karen has been a wonderful part of our community for, gosh, oh my gosh, I want to say about 3 years now. And so I think she has a pretty good handle on not only using ArtFoamies, but designing them as well. All right, so again, this is just white paper that I have gessoed and let it dry with some black gesso. And now I'm going over it with my white. Of course, it's really important that your base layer be dry. Here, I'll just go this way. Well, no, I want to go this way. Carolyn, welcome. Nice to see you. Oh, yeah. So this is such good information too. And I forgot. So Karen says the ramp stamp fits on the bottom of an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. It's just a little less than the 8.5 inches, but it works great to use part on it on something narrower. Yeah, so I could have probably gone, well, no, this is 8 by 10. So it would have been maybe, yeah, I still probably could have fit, or would have just hung off a little bit. But now I was holding it there too long. With your acrylic, you want to be careful that you don't let it start to dry because it will stick. But look how nice and bright and bold. And I did leave that little strip in case I want to stamp that there. If I want to go ahead and fill in, then I would want to load up my gesso again on there. I feel like I smudged a little, but we'll see. Oh, no, not so bad. Pretty good. All right, so remember, do not let your gesso or your acrylic dry on there because it will get crusty and then it will be a little bit more challenging to get a good, nice impression. All right, so one thing that you can definitely do once you have stamped your gesso like this, you can let this dry, and then this is really fun. If you want to color it in, there's a number of different ways that you can color it. You can use like ink will just catch right on the white gesso. Of course, you want to let it dry very well. You can also use like your pan pastels, colored pencils. So just, you know, have fun with that. Or of course, the nice bright white is also really nice. Then you have, I'm going to just use this piece, I think, because it's on the black paper and it's dry. So now I have, you know, this, and I can of course cut it apart and use it in a variety of ways, but I thought this would also be really fun, okay, to take, and because like I said, we've been doing ATCs in our group, so I did take the liberty to design a couple ATC stamps. Of course, you know, you can just fill these in on the back. If you like and enjoy making ATCs, then you can just do your own. There's all sorts of different ones online, or I'm sure many of you own stamps like this, but I could not find one, so I said I'm going to make a couple. And again, using white gesso, but if I used well, I do have a couple samples I'll share with you too. Gonna look at this. I want this here. Okay, so just want really good coverage for that. Nice. So now you can see I'm just going to cut right to the border, and I'm going to have an ATC card pretty much ready to go. This off. Let's go ahead and do this one too, and I'll have 2 ATC cards. I have to make a lot, so I'm cheating a little bit by doing it for you live. Yeah, I just threw them in because I wanted to make something for the back of my ATCs. I won't lie. Sort of one of those. That actually came out really nice. And so I'm going to give it a quick little blow dry. All right. And then we're going to cut them out. Uh-oh. Why isn't my blow dryer working? And of course, I would prefer to cut them out at my chopper, but I'm just going to do it with scissors because I don't want to get up right now. I can't talk or else it'll be crooked. Catherine, you're so funny. Oh my gosh. Well, and I did them too because I thought, oh my gosh, they'll be so cute with all of Karen's new stamps too. So look at that. And it would be so fun. I got a little smudge right there, but I could actually even cut the curve if I want to, make the top curved a little bit. Or of course, you know, I have an affinity for my corner rounder. So let's go ahead and round these corners. I just think it makes it look so adorable. And here too. Well, I don't know if adorable is the right word, but much cuter. All right, so there you have ATC cards pretty much ready to go. I mean, I'm not saying I would necessarily send these just like this, but you know, you have your things pretty much ready to, you know, put your little fodder or whatever other, you know, embellishments that you're going to do on there. And so quick and easy, right? And of course, then you'd want to fill in all your information. But here I am going to share with you. Now, first I showed you I had like a little smudge there. I'm going to fix that. Just a little black paint pen. Fix that right up. And then I'm going to you can take your inks or your, like I said, your pan pastels. Let's take a little bit of our Daylight Super Brights, okay? And oh gosh, let's just take our ink foamies, our little mini ink foamies here. I think that's, and again, this gesso is dry, so if I rub right on there, it should catch it. And then I can get some really nice color. Could use your ink picks if you know, if those feel a little too bulky, you can use your ink picks and just grab some of your inks. Heather Bailey, yes, we did some ATC stamps, and you're missing Karen Jensen's Spotlight. And right now I'm just taking the inks and coloring up some of my white gesso areas. So that's kind of fun, and I think, you know, pretty worthy technique to be able to color in those white lines once they're dry. And you know, I just want it rainbow. Heather Bailey, are you moved yet? Are you still looking, or I haven't heard from you for a while, so I hope everything's going good. Ah, so fun. And you can, of course, leave some of them white if you want to. That is completely up to you. I need more yellow. I don't know what I was thinking. More orange. Oh, Heather Bailey, I I understand. Ugh, that means we might be stuck for a while, but hopefully not. Or and then purple. I think we need some purple. I know it's a lot for a little ATC card, but heck, it's half the fun, right? Yeah, for sure. And then again, I could leave a couple red, white, or I could fill in with red. I kind of like the white. And then also I feel like I could put, use my white paint marker for the writing. Let me blow dry for a quick second. Whoops, I blew it out of my hand. All right, so I think it looks pretty cute. And then I will use my white paint marker here. And of course you could do the same thing on this side if you wanted to, you know, pop in some color around like the little heart, or do some kind of, you know, highlighting like so. I think that's kind of cute. What should we call it? Ramp it up. And it's 1 of 1, and it's with Karen's ArtFoamies. Ta-da! Anyway, so if you love doing ATCs, then of course you're not only going to want, excuse me, to get definitely the ramp stamp set because it makes great ATC cards. But of course you're going to want a couple ATC backdrops. And, you know, some other stuff too. All right, let me clean up. Otherwise, I will have this all over my new t-shirt, and I don't want that. I can't tell you. I don't really buy new clothes, honestly, much. Most all of my t-shirts are purchased secondhand, but I still get bummed when I get ink and paint all over them. I don't think I own really any clothes without ink or paint on them. Job hazard. Okay, so that again, my friends, is the ramp stamp set. And again, just a small little portion of it, right? Because it's a big stamp. 8 by, what did we say? Let me just measure it one more time. 8, a little over 8. It's about 8 1/4 inches long by about 4 inches at the widest point. This is the same length and then about 1 inch at the widest point. Okay. And then here I do want to share with you all of the little ATCs, and I did the ATC holder. Okay, for those of you who are interested in the little ATC holder, I did share a template over in my Patreon, and then and those are also available to buy. Okay, but I mean, it's not rocket science. You don't have to get the template. You can just make a little pocket folder, and it's a little larger than the 2 1/4 by 3 size. I think it's about 3 by 4. I just did some nice little watercolor paper. Did an abstracty watercolor, and then on the inside I stamped my ramp stamp again because I just wanted that nice graphic bold print, and I thought it would be really cute to have corresponding little ATCs in there, right? Look how cute. I can do it like that. This needs to dry. Let me dry it one more time. And I will tell you, sometimes that will sit up on top of that gesso. So make sure that you dry it and then just give it a good little burnish, because you know you don't want to put it in there and then have it smear up against your other stuff. Okay. You can also give it, if you do something like that and you want to really set it, you can always spray it with a quick shot of like workable fixative, or it's not necessary, but I'm just saying you could, or some like Kamar varnish or something like that. But, and then here you go. You got your little, be such a cute little birthday card, or I don't know, whatever. Anyway, here I used her buttons background, and again, a piece of my, the 9-spot journal spot, and then that background again. So cute. And I love this one. I did use a playing card, and this, again, I just had to at least share it with you. This is the March sticker. So if you have not ordered in March, go ahead and place an order. Any order in March at artfoamies.com will get you the good luck sticker. And I just took an old playing card. I have a bunch of these that are mismatched, and so it's a perfect size for an ATC. And I just stamped that. All right, I glued it to the back, used our sticker. And then here, I had to show you this one because I did, no, so Karen thoughtfully, again, did design the what's it called again? Curvy corner to fit across, and it might be just a teeny bit larger, but let me measure. I think this is, yes, it's a little over 2.5. So it's kind of nice though, because if you do want to stamp it as a little sort of tab for your ATC cards, it will fit perfectly across the top. And then here I made a couple, if I can find them. I did make some of these curvy corners to show you, because I think these are so cute too. Well, you know what? I'm going to have to stamp it to show you because I already glued them together. I already glued them. You can Karen and I were talking about it, and I said, I think they look like little noodle bowls. And she said, yes, you can put little fortunes in them if you just fold them up. So I thought that was really cute. But then also I made this little, if you just draw a square and then stamp it all around the square and score it, you get like one of the little pockets. You could put some little money in there or a little fortune or whatever. And I thought that was kind of cute. So here you have your noodle bowl. You can put your little noodle bowl in there with a little fortune coming out. Anyway, I haven't stuck that on a card yet. I thought it would be cute even on this little guy. Let's see. Oh, Carolyn, thank you so much. Just trying to stop and read the comments for a minute. Anyway, then this is her Sunshield. And you know, I want to stamp this one for you too, because I know it's actually cut off there. So let's get, oh goodness. Let's get white paper. Do you have any white paper? I'm going to use a little of my Daylight Super Bright Yellow Star. And I think this has a little bit of orange on there. It's not coming out super yellow. Time to clean all my ink foamies. Jody has gesso on her shirt right now. Don't worry. The other day, oh yeah, here, I got yellow ink on my arm, and I must have done that the other day too, because I looked down and I just had yellow, starlight yellow, or yeah, this yellow star all over my shirt. I mean, literally just, so I got it on my arm like that, and then I must have been just rubbing around. So that ArtFoamies t-shirt is done in. That's okay. All right, I'm going to show you. I'm going to clean this off. I'm going to take a little rubbing alcohol, and I'm just going to spritz that in there, and I'm going to take a baby wipe, or I can just use a clean, dry paper towel, and I'm going to just clean this out and pull out most of the orange or whatever other color that was contaminating that. Might have to do it one more time. Okay, maybe a little dry paper towel this time. And I hope you can see that it's almost back to my original gray foam. Okay, so now I can load that up with my yellow and hopefully get a more true color. All right. Clean this off again too. Stephanie, same. It's okay though, right? It's not like I'm going anywhere fancy. My studio is the fanciest place I go. And I will tell you that this stamp still has a little bit of, you know, color on it. So that will pick up again on there. But I think you'll be able to see that it'll be much. Let's just do another one here. Much more yellow. Ah, so cool. And I have to tell you, I love these little things sort of jutting off the side. I will tell you that if you have, which one is it? The final set of Calendar Girls with those ice, it's Megan's Girl, and it has like the crystals. I think this stamp will go so great with that girl and that set because of the way that you can also use these. So if you do like that set, definitely I think you should have the stamp. I just wanted to do this. I love those little side things. I don't know why. They just does something for me. See where I'm going with that? See those little sort of like, almost makes like sparkles or, you know, sun rays, right? But just being able to use just that little tip or those little edges, I really like that. So fun. Yeah, I'm so easily entertained. All right. So, and then here you can see that sort of beautiful patterning I got. And I went ahead and I used my pencil. Excuse me, let me find a pencil here. I stamped that over with a little watercolor with a little white gesso, very lightly. And yeah, as a crown too. Yes, I think so too. And then I just took my pencil and I kind of loosely traced. I mean, not, I wasn't even trying to, you know, do an even job. Here, let me see if I can zoom down a little bit. So then I just took and I went from like point to point. Because I also think, even though I stamped this with ink, okay, I think it also, we've been doing a lot of color wheel stuff also in our group. And I don't know how many of you were there. Like, we've been doing little things like, you know, on this round paper, making color wheels and stuff. So I thought, oh, and color swatching. This was a color swatch that I just stamped over, you know. So I thought, oh, making it sort of like a little color wheel would be really cool. So now color paint over, okay, just with a little watercolor. You can take your regular watercolors, and got my little pan watercolors right here. Okay, Terry, it is on Patreon, but I don't know, like, you might have to purchase it in the shop. I'm not sure. I did put it there as a post, so if you just kind of scroll back, I think it was last week, it should be there for you to download. Oh, Jody, you're so funny. She says, watch out spraying too much alcohol on the stamps. It will make you loopy. Oh, yeah, I try not to sniff it too much. Anyway, this ink will sort of resist the watercolor, but I just thought it was made a really cool sort of color wheel, if you will. And again, that ink sort of resists, and it's not only gonna resist, it sort of resists, but it's also going to pick up some of that color. And I will tell you this, I'm not really on watercolor paper on this. I don't think so. It's not going to do the best, but you'll get the idea. So you can see that color does sort of layer, but yet it sort of also pushes it away, if that makes sense. Anyway, I'm just going to smudge around all over the whole thing. A couple different colors. So that was kind of fun. And that gives you, again, not doing the best job here, but you get the idea. And it looks really cool. You can see that. All those sort of like translucent layers just doing their thing. All right, so you know, and then you have little, and I like those colors too, little fodders. Of course, you can cut these out and use them, and you know, maybe even I don't want those things hanging off the sides. I could just cut that round out and use that, right? So let's see, what else do I have in store for you? Oh, I know we need to play numbers game. Anyway, let's see. Anybody have any other thoughts or questions? And Karen is still here. If you'd love to give her some kudos, you can do that, or you can ask her any questions. And I'm hoping she has a few samples too that she has worked on. I will be getting and downloading some of those and sharing them as well. So of course, be, you know, continuing to watch our pages and following us on our social media and on my Patreon page, because I know that I want you to know that you do not have to sign up as a paid member. You can sign up as a free member, and then you still will see like our announcements, and I do publish free content over there as well. Okay, so it is the place that I really love to share, even more so than a lot of my previous social media spots. I'm not, to be honest, personally, I'm not really using Facebook or Instagram that much anymore. I'm not saying that I never go on, but I don't really engage a lot there. So most of the content you can see posted on my Patreon. All right. So yeah, let's pull these back out so you can see everything again, and just, I'm so tickled. This is so fun. It just looks almost like confetti, or I don't know. It makes me happy. Just that pattern. I do want to say this, something about this also. I haven't played with it to its fullest extent yet, but there is something about this I feel could almost be like a group, or like, like a group of people or something. So I want to play with that. I also want to do stuff like, and I think I'm going to try this here. I have this cutout from one of my vase stamps, and I wanted to put a little bit of watercolor just very lightly on here. So I think I'm going to use one of my watercolor sticks, my Daniel Smith watercolor sticks, and we can soon start the numbers game. Not yet. Oh, Terry, I'm sorry. I can't really help you right now, but I will as soon as I can. I don't know where it is right this minute, but it is definitely there because a lot of people did purchase it. But I don't know. Also, Terry, I don't know what tier that you're on. I don't know what tier you're at. So it is only for certain tiers. Again, I'll help you as soon as I can. And when I find it, I'll message you on Discord, okay? Trying to find, let me get a phthalo blue. I think this is phthalo blue. I'm going to spritz this with a little bit of water. And I'm just going to put a little bit, this is a really strong color. And I don't want it super dark on here. Okay, I just want like a little bit of pattern. So I think I'm gonna spritz it again. A little water. I'm gonna take some of that color off. Okay, just again because I don't want it super dark. I want it kind of light. And it's just for fun. Okay, just because I can. I don't know. I gotta find my spray bottle. I can't find my other spray bottle right now. Oh, there it is. So I'm just gonna tell you really quick. I have this ultra fine mist sprayer, and then I have my regular spray bottle. For the longest time, I only used this one. This one just was so it just sprayed so much, but now I started using it and I'm so used to it, I can't use this one anymore. So I'm going to spritz my watercolor again. And then go this way. And then I think I want to wash it just a bit. I got even still a little bit more than I wanted. I think I'm just going to wash it with a little water. Oh, and I think it's so cute. And I think my vase just needed that little bit of pattern on there. All right, so let's do the numbers game. Okay, so in this card, I have a number. The winner will receive a goodie box and the demo set of Karen Jensen stamps. So I do have a number between 1 and 100. The person that guesses the closest without going over will win this week's number game goodie box with Karen's demo set. Okay. I will give you until it's 5:01. We'll go until 5:03. I will call out your number. If you have the same number as somebody else, do not change numbers. It's the first person that I call out. Holly is 27. Anna Lee is 5. Xandra 7. Ginger 72. Lisa 13. Janice 3. Susan 17. Stephanie 47. Evelyn 93. Pancake and Lulu 24. Sue 32. Patty 92. Renee 17. Terry 15. AG 8. Carrie Jarman 78. Becky 27. Gail 23. Sherry 32, Ellen B 14, Heather 27, Kathy 52, Gilberto 2, Orange Spiral 29, D Ray 15, Jody 26, Karina 42, Bernadette 16, Pam Shale 16, Acme Post 23, Linda Weber 71, Christina 7, Catherine 60, Carolyn 56, Ellen 31, Yolanda 35, Sherry 99, Marilyn Kelly 65, Wendy 90, Kristen 57, Lydia 25, Krabby Abby 41, Cecilia 75. Okay, Cecilia's the last number. I'll give it another couple seconds if anybody else pops up on here. But other than that, no more numbers. We do have an on-the-nose winner. Let me go back and make sure. Let me just see. I have to go back. Just making sure. Okay, last number was Cecilia at 75. And the winner, we do have a winner. On the nose winner is Brianna at Orange Spiral Arts. Yay! Thank you so much, Brianna. You have ESP with me sometimes, I think. So you're going to receive a goodie box. And who won the goodie box? Is the person who won the goodie box last time? Are you here? I can't remember. I don't think you are, but I was hoping you would be here to say if you liked it. Brianna, Orange Spiral. Congratulations. Super fun. Thanks for playing. I love you all to the moon and back. I hope you had fun hanging out with me and seeing all of Karen Jensen's wonderful art foamies. I want to thank Karen for so many things. First of all, again, for all of her humor, her friendship, her support, and of course, always engaging and playing along, and for her thoughtful and wonderful, considerate art foamies. Did you know you had considerate art foamies, Karen? Rini, you did? Did you get the goodie box? I'm so happy. All right, I'm going to turn this around and see if I have any thoughts or questions. You know where to find me if you do. I hope I'm not forgetting anything. Oh my gosh. You know what? Let's talk about next week. Let me make sure. Next week is another spotlight. Oh my gosh, we have so many fun things happening here at Art Foamies. We will be having next week is Janice Sigmund's Spotlight Oh my gosh, you're going to love her stamps too. I'm so excited about those. And so many other fun things happening. More fodder school stuff coming up. What else? Oh, Maxie Moon next, or week after next, we are going to be showcasing Maxie Moon's collage soup book because we did not get a chance to really have at it that way. I hope you all have had a chance to check it out though. Somebody, I can't think of who it was right now, did the cutest, oh my gosh, the cutest project and reel with that in my collage era book. So I hope you'll be watching for that. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, so many stamps, so little time. I'm going to turn this camera around and say goodbye to you all. There's no after party tonight. So I hope that we do have one on the schedule at the end of the month, where hopefully many of our spotlight artists will also come and hang out and share with you their inspiration and their samples and things that they've made. So anyway, thank you all so much. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and you know the deal. Stay safe, stay sane, stay makey. I love you to the moon and back. I hope you have a great week, and I want to thank Karen again for everything and all of you. Mwah. Bye, everyone. See you soon.